Amazing beautiful people, and welcome back to another anime reaction video with a little bit of a twist. This is one that people have recommended, and it's actually a rabbit hole I kind of want to explore, but I'm also a little bit scared to explore. And it's the disturbing side of anime, like the anime that we don't know about, the anime that we don't hear about, and you know, the stories behind it. And this video has popped up a bunch, and I've been scared to react to it until now, and I figured, well, let's just watch it together, shall we? If I go watch it, you gotta watch it. I mean, that's why you clicked on this video. So anyway, please like, please subscribe. Let's keep this intro short. Buckle up for this one. And shout out the channel No Hard Feelings, linked in the description. Let's just go. Let's jump into my first time ever reaction to the anime that was too disturbing for the internet.
What the is this? 2013 was a massive year for anime. Attack on Titan brought anime into the mainstream for the very first time. Monogatari second season, Golden Time, Log Horizon, My Little Sister Can't Be the
Log Horizon? Log Horizon up there with Attack on Titan, huh? Sure. If you're crazy!
These are, wait, not that last one. These are the names we remember when we think of 2013 anime. But one incredibly infamous title seems to have faded into the background after more than a decade. And I'm here to drag it right back into view.
Nice. The hell is
this? Is our main character. He's a dipshit. Now imagine you're a middle school.
I feel like I've seen pictures of this from somewhere, or as part of like a comment. Just the animation. I've seen this style.
In the middle of bumfuck nowhere, Japan. You've had a crush on this girl for a whole year now, and just the sight of her makes you react. Her name is Saiki. One day, class is ended, and you're the only one left in the classroom.
Wait, this is Saiki K. Knew it.
Her gym clothes. Okay, now what would you do in this situation? Probably like put her stuff in the lost and found, or give it to a teacher, right? You dumb fuck. And he does this because, out of all things, a fucking book told him to. A fucking old-ass book told him to.
A book told him to find the gym clothes and put the gym clothes in... A book? What the hell is this anime about? There's an anime I've seen, like, a similar art style to this. I know it's in, like, a compilation video of something I've watched. And I swear it's about, like, a character, like that's like pretending to be a girl or something like that. I don't know. Something like that. Anyone know what the fuck I'm talking about?
Eventually regrets his decision after realizing that he's in deep shit now. I think it's a little too late now, buddy. And then the event that would ruin his life forever. The appearance of the Skank. She tells our main character that she saw him take the gym clothes. Nothing works like good old blackmail.
It was this.
What the fuck? In her mind, because
that was weird. It was this. That was well weird. It was this, and it wasn't what I said. I got it wrong. I think I'm getting like multiple animes confused here. It was this. I remember we haven't seen this, but this was part of a compilation of like messed up anime compilation we might have done a little while ago. This is gonna be interesting.
She's fucked up. She just found her perfect little toy to torment and bully. And that's how we ended up here. Now this next bit I am 160% sure I will be demonetized for showing, so let me explain this. The skank proceeds to strip the individual, somehow completely overpowering him and dressing him with the very gym clothes that he stole in the middle of the school library. That is diabolical. You couldn't guess by now. This show is very odd. Also, can you like get the fuck out of my ear? This is Flowers of Evil, an anime that I started because I was sick of the pussy shit. I'm a simp. Get that beta shit out of here. I want dark stuff. Something that could make me feel something that these other shows just couldn't. Oh, did I feel something. Flowers of Evil is an anime about alienation. Feeling like you don't belong and what that feeling can drive us humans to do. And let me tell you, some really weird things apparently. Kasuga, our main character, feels this ostracization through and through, pushing him to believe that he's just not like the others in his town. That, mixed with this really weird and creepy idolization of his crush. Yeah, the only person I'd ever act that way about is probably Erwin, or maybe Guts. So handsome and muscular. Let me make sure I don't state this lightly.
I think most anime fans at this point would follow Erwin anywhere. So, you know, that's an understandable thing. Now, Guts is the dude from Berserk, and I haven't seen or read it, so I don't know. But from the pictures, I understand. Okay, I'll be honest. So far, nothing majorly disturbing. I like, don't get me wrong, the stripping off the clothes in the library is a little bit messed up, but like there's nothing that I feel like warrants it being banned in countries or anything like that. It's just kind of like it just seems kind of weird.
Every thought and action that this kid has will give you the most irky and cringe-inducing feelings you've ever felt watching Japanese cartoons. Oh no, I've stolen the gym clothes of a girl in my class and I need to defuse the situation. What do? I know. Why don't I tell the girl that has been mentally torturing me 24/7 to expose me to the girl I stole the clothes from? I think that's just a wonderful idea. Yeah, this one's deserved. Like, he is so pathetic. The aforementioned skank is quite aware of the fact that she is very abnormal. She's ecstatic when she happens to see some kid copping a feel of someone else's gym attire. She puts Casca through all kinds of mental torture, all with the intention of letting his true self out, his perverted and ugly side. She's basically just trying to uncloset him for being a degenerate. Anime fans can relate. And Saiki, who seems to be the only sane person in this trio, but is the catalyst for many of the events throughout the series. These characters are, frankly, fucked up, and it leads to, single-handedly, the most uncomfortable anime experience I have ever had. This is what I said in my notes while watching this. Found a new way to watch the show so I don't feel like turning it off every 2 seconds. Embrace the cringe and uncomfortableness, and just be prepared for the fact that we're in for a shit show. That was a joke. It worked for like 2 seconds. The music is so utterly anxiety-inducing.
I don't understand the anime that was too disturbing. The title confuses me. Disturbing, right? Man, maybe I've been corrupted by anime for too long, but this doesn't seem that disturbing. I've seen way more disturbing shit here, okay? I've been in this rabbit hole. This is not even top 10. Like, what the fuck? It's just some 3 weirdos in a town. Well, 2. I don't really know about the 3rd one, but apparently there's a 3rd one. Like, they're just kind of like weird. I guess weird is disturbing.
Constantly, it feels like anything could happen at any time. The atmosphere is perpetually eerie and haunting, almost as if we were watching horror. Long, drawn-out scenes where it's just you, the music, and the mundane dullness of the town. A perfect place to dwell on all the horrible and fucked up things you witness throughout the story. Take this for example. After committing a real reputation-destroying and disturbing act together in the dead of night, the show spends almost...
That was it. It was a video talking about, like, what the fuck video was it? It was like, because it talked about that scene, the scene in the classroom. It's like, I can't remember what it was, like satisfying or dissatisfying moments in anime. It was that classroom scene with the board, I remember.
Half an entire episode showing these two walking and walking.
9
and
walking.
Walking.
They did this for 9 minutes?
As we
really?
soak in the fact that once morning comes, there was no turning back from what they had just done. At first I was like, this padding's worse than fucking One Piece. Hello. Wake up, mister. But then it became a directing choice that I've come to respect and appreciate. Flowers of Evil does this extremely often. By dragging the scenes for long periods of time, our mental pain is elongated with the increased length of each scene. Oh, you're already having a hard time watching the show? Why don't we just make it even more excruciating? But it works. The emotions you feel are amplified because you're dwelling on them for longer per scene. In your head, you know these two are done for, but you can't do anything but soak in those very thoughts. The director knows this. He's messed up for that. But back when this show first came out, nobody seemed to...
I like this channel a lot. Your editing style is well fun. Okay. I'm starting to understand a little bit more, but still not in regards to the title, right? This is most disturbing anime. This is disturbing and messed up. I feel like you guys are going to need to give me another recommendation, all right? Whatever comment gets the most likes, I'll react to that. Yeah. It feels more like a thriller. You know how you have the movie Weapons and how that can be disturbing even before some of the disturbing scenes happen. The idea of building that suspense and that anticipation, all of that kind of just swelling and growing, and that becoming uncomfortable. And through that uncomfortableness, that's where you find the disturbing. That I can understand. So far, it hasn't really showcased or sort of explained any kind of disturbing scenes. But it definitely feels like an anime that would be hard to watch.
Pay attention to any of the characters or the themes. All because of one thing. And you've probably been wondering it for a while now. Why does this show look like hot ass? Well, that's because they used a little animation technique called fucking around. I'm joking.
Fucking around.
Rotoscoping.
Yeah,
it's one of the main reasons why most people were initially turned away from the show, and also why there wasn't enough funding for a second season. Despite this, I still think that it is one of the best directing choices this show has made. I will die on this hill. So what the fuck is rotoscoping? To To put it simply, take real-life video, take an artist, then he or she traces over every frame of that video to animate a scene. It was meant to capture realistic movements much easier when we didn't have hyper-realistic 3D animation to replace it. I mean, why would we go out of our way to try to realistically animate something when we could just plagiarize real life? I mean, that's how I got into college, so. But in Flowers of Evil, it just feels so disturbingly wrong, and it's perfect. Flowers of Evil sits right there in the deepest portions of the uncanny valley. The movements of the characters, their faces, and the dull color palette of the town are uncomfortably realistic, but just fake looking enough to unsettle you. God damn, she is ugly. It just makes the atmosphere 10 times more unbearable, which is unfortunately what they were going for. But manga fans had to be manga fans, and they ripped the living shit out of the show for deviating from the original art style. A blog I came over said something really interesting about the fandom. Flowers of Evil is a work addressed to an audience with an open mind and a certain sensitivity. How is it possible then that the same audience that led to the success of the manga has at the same time caused the failure of the animated version for an artistic choice aimed at highlighting its potential? They're saying that the people that would be fans of this series in the first place.
Right. I feel like I might be on both sides here. I'll try and play like, I don't know the word for it. But I can understand. If you have read a manga or any kind of source material or book, and there's an art style, very specific art style catered to that story, catered to that anime, whatever. That manga, you're going to kind of want to see that art style brought to life. If you do completely go away from it, I can understand why people would be upset if that's like a core reason of the book, right? I can understand. At the same time, if the idea to come away from it is like a purposeful decision, sort of like an artistic one, I can understand that too. It could be like both. So yeah, it's one I would understand why people would be annoyed and why people would be like, well, you should accept this as part of the story.
Should already be open to things that are artistically different. So it makes no fucking sense why those same fans were so mad about the anime's art style when it was meant to be for those with an open mind to appreciate. It's like
disturbing.
If an isekai fan got mad that there were too many garbage isekai. It makes no sense. It's what they liked it for in the first place. Because then we end up missing some of the other stuff that you might like. Like, it's so well shot, it's not even funny. Flowers of Evil is great, and I don't think you should watch it. Yes, even after all that glazing, don't watch the show. You will not have an ounce of...
I'll be honest, I didn't really plan on watching it. I've never really watched a disturbing or a messed up anime like a proper one. I might keep it that way. I don't think this video is going to do that well, if I'm being honest. Based on the video that we are watching, I don't think this video will do that well. Maybe we'll get 5,000 views. Because it doesn't seem too disturbing. And I'll be honest, you guys are probably like, this ain't that disturbing, and clicked off, right? You guys came in for some fucked up stuff. You thought this was going to be disturbing. It ain't disturbing. This is, like I said, this generally isn't that bad. From what I've seen. It looks uncomfortable and dark and thriller-esque, but it doesn't look disturbing. So... if this video somehow gets 100,000 views, I'll watch whatever anime you guys want me to watch. All right, you guys can pick any anime, as disturbing, as dark, and as fucked up as possible. And the reason I'm saying that is because I'm quite an awkward guy. I don't really want to watch an anime like that, and this video is not getting 100,000 views ever, never. So fuck you.
of joy while consuming this, trust me. But if you're really feeling courageous and you're somewhat of a masochist, you're in for a new and wild experience that I don't think any other series can give you. I sound like I'm selling fleshlights, don't I? I would just leave it at that, but of course, like half the anime nowadays, this show isn't finished because only like 2 people wanted to put themselves through this. If you want to see the end to the story, the manga is the way to go. But be warned, it somehow gets 80 times worse.
I'll be honest, a little bit disappointed. I don't think this was that bad. I'm trying to understand what was disturbing here. I don't feel like, so using 10% of my brain, I feel like the anime itself isn't disturbing. Like the content of the anime, you know, like I was imagining something well messed up, especially that opening scene. That opening scene, I was like, oh damn, like this looks already messed up. But then it wasn't anything crossing a line. Even though it absolutely was, but it wasn't anything like crossing that line, if you know what I mean. And I thought that was going to be worse. So the second I saw that, I was like, okay, we're already starting at this level. But then, no, it's about a girl who completely manipulates this guy, which is messed up and wrong, into pretty much doing what she wants. He has to listen to her, otherwise she's going to reveal this information. Which, by the way, just saying this right now, if you're ever in a situation like this, just let the fucking person reveal the information. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Put it this way. If let's say I got a naked picture of you, which maybe I do, you don't know, right here, and I'm like, I got a naked picture, I'm going to show everybody, and you're like, no, please, look, don't show them a naked picture. And I'm like, well, you got to listen to me. That picture's still here, and it could be here forever. It's never going anywhere. You're going to be doing shit for me forever, for your entire life, which maybe you would like, but maybe you wouldn't. So what I'm saying is, if anyone in your life ever says that, just realize that you have to dedicate not just a moment, but your entire life to listening to that person. So just be like, fuck it. And like, that's the only way to get out of that cycle. It will never go away otherwise. Just remember that. But anyway, yeah, I understand, like, it's dark and it's messed up and what she's doing is completely wrong. But at the end, like, what we were seeing here, it seems like he eventually gets into it a little bit. And the only disturbing thing we saw in this was that opening scene. Other than that, it just seemed like a really uncomfortable kind of relationship between these two people. This disturbing anime feels like, for me, it's disturbing because it's uncomfortable. Like, it's awkward and uncomfortable, and seeing these people interact with each other isn't fun, and that's the disturbing part. But it definitely didn't seem disturbing. Some of the thumbnails, when you type in disturbing anime to YouTube, are fucked up. There was a video that was like top 10 disturbing anime scenes, but it's going to be riddled with freaking spoilers. So I didn't watch it, but I mean, if people want me to, we could watch something like that. But it will have loads of spoilers. Anyone that's like looking at disturbing anime scenes will have spoilers. I think the most disturbing anime I've watched would be Perfect Blue. That has some of the most disturbing scenes I have experienced in anime. And I can't think of anything that comes close to that one. That one is up there. That one was really uncomfortable. G.O.T actually has a couple of scenes that were really uncomfortable to watch. One in particular. Those are the two that stick out most in my head. But Perfect Blue is on a whole other level. That has some awful scenes to watch. Yeah, I don't want to think about that. Anyway, let me know. I don't think this video is going to do that well. So let me know. But it's been recommended. To us, it was just tamer than I expected. But let me know. Do you think I'm wrong? Has the anime corrupted me now? And now I'm like you guys, where nothing disturbs me anymore? I don't know. Anyway, like and subscribe. Go support the original content creator. Let me know what the heck else you want me to watch. And as always, my friends, you will see me in the next video.